Hi everyone and welcome to Tozan Tips. Tozan Tips. Today's edition of Tozan Tips is all about shelters. When I first started doing overnight hikes in Japan, I always carried a freestanding tent that was quite heavy and cumbersome. But over the years I realized that one, I can't really sleep very well in tents. So why am I carrying up all this weight if I'm not going to sleep at night anyway? So I've kind of switched to a more lightweight shelter system. In the summertime I find freestanding tents to be too hot. It just becomes a big sauna. So that's why I prefer sleeping out in the open. First, if I'm hiking in an area where the only option is to put up a freestanding tent, then I'm probably just going to rely on a bivy bag. This is a bivy bag from Outdoor Research. And I can lay this on the ground anywhere, even on a bed of rocks, and I can just crawl inside and go to sleep. If I'm hiking in an area of soft ground where it's easy to put in stakes, then I carry my tarp. This is a tarp from Locus gear, which is a Japanese manufacturer. To put this up, you do need tent poles. I use my trekking poles to erect this, and you do need some tent stakes. So I have these lightweight tent stakes that I use. One time I went for an overnight hike and I forgot to bring these stakes, and I just didn't even set up the tarp. I just laid on the ground like a homeless person. Fortunately, there weren't very many insects. And if you're camping in the summer season with lots of mosquitoes, then in addition to my tarp, I also put up a mosquito net that'll keep the mosquitoes off of my face. In addition to my shelter, I usually carry a lightweight sleeping pad and either a sleeping bag in the colder months or just a sheet in the summer months. The biggest disadvantage to tarps is they're really hard to set up in really strong winds. So if there's really strong winds forecast, go for the bivy bag. You can set it up however you would like to set it up, but basically you're going to sleep under this kind of tarp. It'll help keep the rain off of you and the condensation. But if there are bugs, you do need to hang your mosquito net. I usually hang it up and dangle it from these little loop straps in the middle of my sleeping shelter. It's relatively easy to put up and very fast to take down. And just take up the stakes and put it back into here, and then you can start your hike again. Well, that's it for another edition of Tozan Tips, all about shelters. Happy hiking and happy sleeping. Thanks for watching.